All right, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. Sitting here with me now, Michael Bogart. Hello. What's going on, Mike? How are you?
Really, really good. How about you, Chuck?
Things are going real good. 21st Century Face and mindcuisine.com.
That's right.
What do you want to talk about this week?
Well, you know, I sort of started last time we were doing the interview talking about why it is people join religious groups and stay involved in religious groups. And I mean,
when we say religious groups, you mean just following a certain denomination, or are you talking about these radical groups?
No, I'm talking about why people are involved in religion at all. Mm-hmm. And over the years of teaching world religion at West Hills Community College and other places, it seems like there's 8 or 9 factors that cause people to do that. I mean, obviously there may be some supernatural factors too, but when we're talking about it in a classroom situation.
One is jail, right? They get in jail, they want to start following the Lord.
Well, and sometimes a natural disaster or some calamity will send people back to church or back to wherever, some kind of spiritual situation that they may want to investigate. So yeah, obviously. But
that doesn't mean they're going to be in when they get out.
Well, I noticed that when I was pastoring down in Lemoore, I pastored for 18 years down there, and the Sunday after 9/11, church was packed for about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. After that, it was back to normal. So sometimes that doesn't last.
You know how I knew everything was back to normal after 9/11?
How?
Someone stole my flag.
Yeah, well, you know, that's kind of a dirty trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the first reason that I kind of wanted to explore a little bit was that religions make claims to truth. I mean, almost every religion claims that they have some kind of corner on reality or truth. And I think that appeals to people. I came across a statistic the other day. Have you ever heard of the Barna Research Organization?
The Barna?
The Barna split off from Gallup.
Okay.
So they do, some, real scientific sampling. And they did a survey in 2000 and found out that in 2000, about 45% of Americans believed in what they called absolute truth. In other words, that there's truths out there, whether you like them or not, whether you believe in them or not, they're still there. And most Americans believed, or 45% of Americans at that time believed in absolute truth. In November of 2001, about 18 months later, 28% of Americans believed in absolute truth. It just tanked, which is interesting.
What happened?
9/11 happened. And 9/11 happened in September of that same year. So we're talking the difference between the year 2000 and the year in November of 2001. You know, it didn't drop by half, but it made a significant downturn, which seems to indicate that this terrorist attack really had an impact on people's faith that there were some absolute truths out there that could be found. On the other hand, in that same period, conversions to Islam increased in North America, which it seems counterintuitive. Wow. But I think the reason for that is because Islam did not back off one whit in terms of its claims that it's got the truth. And that appeals to people in an age that seems to really question whether truth exists. So, I mean, it takes a long time to process this, but I think we're living in a time when people are craving something that claims at least to say, we've got the truth here, and you can trust us to give it to you.
Well, we have the internet.
Again, I don't know that the internet is helping with that. I think the internet is kind of increasing the idea that it's all just relative and out there, and I think that's
we think the internet's killing Christianity.
Well,
is that what you're saying?
I think the internet is having a negative effect on all religions. Just because it's a smorgasbord of ideas and there's no way to check some of it out. So yeah, I don't know that, I mean, I teach online and I do a lot of stuff online, so it's not like I'm an enemy of the internet, but I do think that it has some impact.
I think about every 6 months on Facebook there's a wave of atheism's cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And atheism's got very aggressive and kind of in your face with us religious people, myself being a Christian. It's kind of like you read that stuff and you go, you talk about us being mean, but it kind of sounds pretty mean on your part as well.
So what do you do when an atheist attacks you?
Well, I have some very close relationships that involve atheists. And I've had to learn over the years to be gracious and yet firm with my beliefs, and to understand that many atheists have got some emotional baggage attached to their atheism. And,
like what?
Not like other people don't have emotional baggage, but a lot of times the heat behind atheism is a lot of emotional stuff that's happened in people's pasts. Like like bad experiences in the church or some other religion, or or real deep disillusionment with life or something like that. So you just have to kind of factor that in and try not to react to it as much. At least that's what I do.
Probably a pretty good way to handle it.
And we had to ask ourselves, my wife and we had to ask ourselves, do we want the relationships or do we want to be right? And there are some things we can't compromise, but for the most part, we said we want the relationships. So we have chosen to love people regardless of whether they agree with us or not. And that seems to be something that I think is really distinctively Christian.
I run into people all the time that say, hey, I see that Michael Bogart on your show all the time. He's my guy. I go to his church.
Yeah, well, I don't have a church, remember?
Oh.
I have a nonprofit.
Well, he was my guy.
Well, and I was on staff of a church here in Fresno for many years, Campus Bible Church. And
That's the one.
And I had my own church in Lemoore for 18 years, Grace Baptist. So, yes, I've been in ministry. But now I see my ministry, I guess, as kind of appealing to the general public. And so that's one of the ways I do that is your gracious invitation to be on your show.
Thanks a lot, Michael. Hey, how can people find your DVDs?
Well,
the 45-minute Bible and all that good stuff.
For one thing, you can get Understanding Islam on Amazon. You can order that on Amazon. Understanding Islam, look for my name. But I don't make as much money on Amazon, so if you'd like to contribute to my ministry by buying it, it's mindcuisine.com, mindcuisine.com. Look under the products section and you can buy all my products there, including the 45-minute Bible. I've had a lot of success with that one. Bible in 45 minutes.
So it's good to see you. Michael Bogart, everybody.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Josh Teehee from the Fresno Bee. Stick around.